Welcome to Eagles and Airwaves, voices and topics from Thompson Valley High School.
Why won't it work? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was trying to get my microphone to work. Anyways. Hi, I'm Emmah Rose, and let's talk more about what's going on. So, I wonder if I could, hold this microphone in my hand and just sit here and talk with it in my hand so I can lean back in my chair. Yes, I can do that. Okay, let's begin. Welcome back to a new episode of... I still haven't decided a name. Every episode I do is just blank with Emmah, so I guess that's what we're going to do. But let's begin. Today, I'm talking about friendships. And, yeah, let's begin. I'm gonna shout out to my friends out there. I love you guys. And I'm gonna talk about each and every one of you in this. And meanwhile, I'm also gonna give advice for friendships. Yeah. I would have a special guest on here, but she can't come. So, yeah. It's okay though, because I was gonna call her and just have her talk in the microphone. And, you know what? Maybe I can have a special guest with me. Maybe I can have Caitlin. Let's talk about Caitlin. Caitlin and I have a lore. Caitlin and I met back in 2023, the summer of 2023, I ended up going to a hospital. Yes, one of those hospitals, which I was actually kind of okay. I don't really know why I was in there. But sorry, I'm gonna ask Caitlin right now if I could call her to be on my podcast to talk about some things. Because talking about our story would be great. Because, yeah. So, Caitlin and I actually met in a hospital. And Mom, if you're watching this, yes, it's true. We did. And you asked me that many times. But now that you love Caitlin, it's okay, and I could tell you that. Because we've been perfectly fine for each other. And that was one thing. When I got out, I quote-unquote met Caitlin at a rec center. And we just became friends there. When really, that's not what happened. When we were in there, we were like, oh my gosh, you live here? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, me too. But the thing is we were like 40 minutes away from where we both lived. So it was like coincidence that needed to happen. Well, Caitlin obviously had to be a big part of my life. It just happened. I needed to get Caitlin in my life. So it's been about a year now. And Caitlin and I are like this. I did the finger cross thing, meaning we're really close. She's like my best friend. No, she's like a sister to me, actually. But, yeah. We met there, and we've just been really good friends. We don't hang out often anymore, but I still love her the same. I always will. And, oh my gosh, she's getting engaged soon. And I know what you're thinking, Emmah, how old is she? She's 19, but her and her boyfriend have been together for a while. And he's also like older. He's not like old. He's not old. He just turned 21. So like just turned 21. So it's not weird, guys. And he's really good to her. And he got her a beautiful ring. And I'm going to be the maid of honor at her wedding. Because, you know, we love that. And, yeah. Let's talk about Autumn now. Autumn and I go way back. Autumn and I go way back to like, sixth grade. So 5 years. Autumn and I have been friends for 5 years. And it's been great. We've had a lot of tough times. We were really good. We used to just kind of be friends. Like, we didn't really talk much, but like whenever we saw each other, we'd like wave to each other. And then in 9th grade, we became friends with this one girl. And then we became a trio. And if you're a girl who's been in a trio, I don't know, majority of them do not end well. And that is exactly what happened with this trio. So this girl, we just don't like her. And they don't go here, by the way. So I know if you guys are like, why are you spilling drama from your school? I'm not. It's from a different school that I used to go to, and it's my drama. It's not like, oh, so-and-so did this, so-and-so asked so-and-so out. It's not like that, guys. It's like just background knowledge. Well, she basically caused a lot of fights between Autumn and I stopped being friends. Oh my gosh, let me bring in the lore about Josh, because this is where it gets interesting. Josh, where do I even begin? So, to start, I was in this art class my second semester of 9th grade, and my boyfriend had recently broken up with me. I cried every single night. Every night. We were together for 9 months, and he was my everything. Oh my gosh, he was such a good man. Such a good man. But we crashed heads a lot, so it wasn't gonna work out unless we both matured, and that didn't happen. Again, we were only in 9th grade, so, and I'm currently a junior. I was a freshman at the time. Well, Josh. So I was in this art class that Autumn also happened to be in, and Autumn and I were really close at the time. Autumn and I, she's like one of my bestest friends right now. But she let me give some background knowledge about Autumn. She is hilarious. I can be myself around her, and it is so fun. Because we have the same sense of humor. And she's a very strong girl. Very strong girl. I think she needs to realize that she is capable of so much, and that she needs to stop relying on dumb boys, because she's way better than them. Let me tell you, Autumn, if you're listening to this, you have the worst taste in men. And I love you. But you need to stand up for yourself. You are beautiful, and you could do so much. I told her I wouldn't talk about any personal things, so hopefully that wasn't very personal. But Josh, Josh had a crush on Autumn for like a little bit. So Autumn eventually was like, Josh, I don't want to go out with you. Then Josh asked Autumn on Snapchat, hey, can I get that girl that sits across from me in drawing? Can I get her info? And she's like, yeah, do you like her? He's like, maybe. And it was just kind of like, this is butterfly effect, because I have the screenshots from it. So I'm not going to share any personal things because it's not that important. But do you think you could send me that girl that sits across from me? Info. Yeah, sure. If she lets me. Do you like her? And I was like, Josh. Who's Josh? Oh, the guy that sits in front of me. Sure. Because Josh was really chill, actually. Like, he was really chill at the time. And I'm gonna get on. There's more. So, maybe, not sure yet, to be completely honest. And thank you. Yep, I got you, bro. So, that was their thing. And, Josh was around for a very long time in our lives. We went everywhere with him. And during this time, I'm just going to be straight up, because Josh, if you're listening to this somehow found this podcast, he was madly in love with me. And I don't mean it because, he was in love with me. He was in love. And I hear someone. And he asked me out a few times, and I said no. Well, we got into this little dilemma. And Josh and I, there was a point when we stopped being friends with this girl in Autumn. And Josh and I were like, Josh was my best friend. We did everything. We went everywhere. It was amazing. I miss those days. But Josh and I got into a little thing because, once again, I rejected him. I don't think that's why, though. I think it was just we both weren't very mature with each other at the time, and he started talking to this girl that happened to be one of my best friends at the time. And they started dating, and before they started dating, Josh and I got into a thing, and I was like, okay, bye, Josh. And I blocked him. And he said, okay, you need to grow up. And I was like, and I started crying. And so Josh and I didn't talk for a year. Until, oh yeah, that's the key word, until 5 days ago. And meanwhile, during these years, I missed Josh so much. I was like, you know what? I wish I took that opportunity, because he was genuinely such a good guy to me, and I love Josh. And I would have dreams about Josh. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. I would have dreams about Josh. Josh, he follows me on Instagram one day in geometry, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this my Josh? And so I ask him. He's like, yes, ma'am. Oh my god, it's Josh, right? Well, Josh is talking to a girl. And I want Josh during this time. I want Josh. I've wanted Josh. I've wanted him, okay, guys? I should just name this podcast Lore About Josh. Because it's a long thing. So then we're talking. And he basically is like, says some things. And Emmah, let's just say, I can't share some of it, because if some people hear this, they're gonna be like, oh, okay. It's not bad. It's just personal. And oh goodness, I did not give that teacher the check for cheer. That's not good. Well, anyways, I'm sorry. My mom texted me and said, did you ever get your teacher that check for cheer? And I was like, no. But, so right now, I really, 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 really want Josh. And it's so funny, because Josh is such a generic name. So is Emmah. We have the most basic names. So it's when I say Josh, it's like, Josh. You know, it's funny, but I want him. And he says that he wants me to, but does he? Is the question that I need to dig deeper and figure out, because I've been trying to hang out with him and he keeps because this girl he was quote unquote talking to, he's like, I don't know, like, I think she might be using me, and I know it's not gonna, you know. And I'm like, Josh, pointing to myself over here, Josh, me, choose me, pick me, because I want him. Anyway, so that's the lore about Josh. And he's really cute. He is. I'm going to tell him about this podcast. I'm going to say, Josh, you need to listen to this because you're in it. Okay, let's talk about more people. Let's talk about Dalton. Dalton is my day one. Let me tell you something. I was in diapers with him. He was my neighbor when I lived in Florida. He was 1, I was 2, and he was so awesome, and he still is so awesome. Dalton, if you're listening to this, I love you, man. I call him Bibble though sometimes, because if you've ever seen the Barbie movies with Bibble in them, we used to call him Bibble, and he would start crying. He was a crybaby. He's a big tough man now though. He is. He's very sweet and handsome, and he's gonna get all the ladies. But yeah, so one time with Dalton. Oh, so we didn't have, side note, when I moved to Colorado, we didn't have contact for 6 years. In 5th grade, I went and visited him, and then we didn't have contact for 6 years. I didn't know what he looked like. We didn't know each other anymore. Like, we were out of sight, out of mind. I would think about him sometimes. I'd be like, I wonder what Dalton's doing. I wonder if he remembers me. I wish we were still friends. But he was kind of just like, oh, we used to be friends. Like, he's in my past now. Until I went to Florida last month, and I got back in touch with him, and I saw him, and I gave him a hug, and oh my goodness, it was amazing. And I love Dalton. And now we talk all the time. And there was a period where we called every single night. But I love him. He's so awesome. And he's always there for me too. He's really bad at comforting sometimes, but it doesn't matter because he makes me laugh anyways. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna ignore that because, okay. Anyways, some very, oh, ooh, okay. So okay, we're gonna ignore that and act like that didn't happen. I'm sorry. I just saw something and I need to talk to a teacher about it or my mom because it's very important. But anyways, ooh, that's kind of scary. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Bibble. Anyway, shout out to Bibble. Let's talk about Mason. Let's talk about Mason. Mason and I, this is gonna be funny. You guys are gonna be like, what? Have been friends for so long. Like 5 years. Do you know how we met? I was on Roblox one day. I was on Roblox one day. I was really little, okay? And not really little. I was like probably 10. No, 11. I was 11. But I found him on there. And you're probably like, Emma, what if he's an old man? No, trust me, guys, he's not. Because we've been best friends for 5 years. We FaceTime all the time. And he's genuinely like the funniest kid I know. He's 14. Oh my gosh, he's 14. That's crazy. I knew him when he was in like 3rd grade. Anyways, And I don't know where he lives. Actually, I do, but he always tells me and then I forget. But for some reason, he knows my address, guys. Which I don't care. I trust him with it because I don't know how he found it, but he did. I think I might have like accidentally told him one time. But I really trust him. We've been best friends. Not best friends. No, we've been best friends. Come on now. I love Mason. And we plan on seeing each other one day. It's gonna happen. When I turn 18, I'm going down there and I'm visiting Mason. Because I know this friendship's gonna last a very long time. But yeah, it's been 5 years. We've been besties, online besties for that long. And I have him on like Instagram and stuff, so I know he's not old and I've FaceTime him all the time. He's not old, guys. I pinky swear, even my mom knows about him. Anyways, that's my Roblox friend. So, I promise I'm not like creepy, guys. We met when we were both really young, so it's okay. And I just turned 17, so it's not weird. But, yeah. And the thing is, I don't know. Let's talk about some school friends. So first off, we have the twins. So these are my new friends. I love them so much. So the twins, shout out to Katie and Emmah. You guys are amazing. You both, excuse me, oh my goodness. You both are very unique in your own ways, and that's not a mean thing. Like I don't know, something about you guys. You're awesome. You're so fun to be around, and you both are very strong. You just need to see it. We go way back. By way back, I mean like a month ago. Yeah. And then we have Victoria, who introduced me to them. And Victoria and I, let me tell you how we met. So we're walking down the hallway because we're going to go pick our ELO classes, right? Walking down the hallway, and all of a sudden, no, and I'm like, where am I going? Because I lost my class. I don't know where I'm going. And I see her, and she looks clueless. She looks like she doesn't. She looks like she doesn't know where she's going. Well, she doesn't. Because I asked her, I was like, hey, are you junior? Like, do you know where you're going? No, it wasn't like that. It was like, no, I'm a junior, but I've just been following you. I'm like, girl, I've been following you. And we're like, let's stick together. Besties for life. No. I love her, but it's only been like a month. But we are besties for life. Same with Katie and Emmah and I. We're all gonna be friends forever. And then let me tell you about Jude. Jude is my cheer friend, and I love her so much. She's so uplifting and joyful, and she's just so fun to be around. Like, come on, Jude. Can you be any more fun to be around? Let's figure something out real quick, guys. Oh, okay. So, hold on. Some tea just happened, bro. But you know what? I can call Caitlin. I literally just got up. Ending my podcast soon, but definitely the next episode. So probably Thursday. Because she just woke up. Anyways, guys, you heard it from me. I'm ending the podcast for this episode. I have to sorry, I was stretching. Can I tell you guys something real quick? I'm so sorry. I've the burps today. But I'm sorry, I just ramble on. I saw Venom for the first time. Oh my god, it's like one of my favorite movies now. I have a Venom shirt and I love it so much, and I love Venom, and Venom is awesome. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna do the outro now because I always forget to do that. So, have a great day, everyone. I'm gonna try my best to have a great day because I've been crashing out a lot, guys. I've been crashing out. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Blah 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 with Emma.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Eagles and Airwaves, Voices and Topics from Thompson Valley High School.